a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
To throw, it's Collins. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team set. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Its offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Harris back to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's not what you wanted to have happen offensively, right? 2nd and inches, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You go past, you get sacked, and now you got to come up with a big catch and throw to just stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there.
He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small... Where the tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run going.
Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Turns it on at midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Using the quick game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Collins. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offensive Palmer has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Complete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he waltzes in for the... did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down coming up. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Harris will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Ducks are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Witherspoon. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Collins. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat. He's taking the shot. A full dive to haul that one in. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Witherspoon. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. Harris back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. Pirouettes away from the defense.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Steps away. He'll let it go down the right side. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Zings it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
When we go back to the option play, now this is the second time, Paul, this QB is scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the air, it's Collins. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They've got it to the... And they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The give to the tailback. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Harris will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Obliterates him, still on the move. Got a lot of running room. The 10. And he just kept running.
Was trying to figure out all the options and try to get everything stopped, and the quarterback said, "You better stop me first." He takes the football, takes it to the house. How about this QB making magic happen with his feet?
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success.
He unleashes a long one. A full dive to haul that one in. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Find out, flank them on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll try to open the corner by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Harris back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll throw it on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you...
He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Wants to throw. It's Collins. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away. was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wants to throw on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards, and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the... They'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 5.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Moving out of the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 19 to North Carolina.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Harris will throw. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
With jet sweep pass. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting. Costly play. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Tackled, but he has a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw it again. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Collins. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Jacksonville State, 45.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up.
And a first down.
Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
It's second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Collins. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the end zone. And there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet. From the gun.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Using his feet to buy time. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games.